Hi guys, it's Talia again, and I'm back, and today is Monday, September 28th, and today I've been really, for some reason I was looking forward to today, yesterday, I was looking forward to my video even though I don't really have much to talk about. I didn't have a video last week because I didn't really have much to say, and it would have been a short video just because. So today I have a little bit, not really haul. I have a little bit of haul. I have a couple things in like hard copy, but I have a lot more that's digital. It's a lot. I ordered some digital patterns from Etsy, and I will put those at the end of the video for all to see. And obviously as in progress. Last couple of weeks I've just been kind of working on, excuse me, the last couple of weeks I've just been kind of working on my two main whips, which is my Pokemon and my Lizzie Kate ABCs of Parenting. So let's just let me start with the haul. Well, the hard copy haul. I got a couple of patterns in. Unfortunately, one of them I can't find at the moment, so I'll show you the other couple things I got. I got off of Listia. I got this pattern, or it's a carousel picture. It's a dimensions kit. Well, it's a dimensions pattern. I'm not sure if it came in the kit or not. But it's a dimensions pattern. And I got that off of Listia as well. I don't know if I'm going to be starting that next year or not. Kind of a Stash-quisition at this point. Don't know if or when I'm going to be starting it, because it looks like a pretty good, fair size piece. And see if it tells the size of it. Okay, it says on 14 count it would be 13 1/4 inch by 10 1/4 inch. On 18 count you'd be looking at 10.5 inch by 8 inches. And there's a couple other sizes on here too, but nothing I stitch on. And then I got the non-Halloween issue. It's the October issue, which is not the special Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch. There you go. I might get into this eventually. There we go. Just Cross Stitch. A couple of cute patterns in here that I would actually do. These cross stitch magazines are always, most of them I would never do. Most of the patterns in the magazines I would never do, but some of these are actually very pretty. This is one of them, and it's actually the first pattern in the book, called Hydrangeas and Roses. Okay, it's very pretty. May do that next year. I don't know. And they've also kind of got it. I'm going to try to show you this without showing the pattern. There we go. They've got it where just the pumpkins, like you could do just the pumpkins if you want, and that's pretty. Let's see what else. Got some coasters in here. Cute little fall coasters, and they're done on cherry finish coasters from Sudbury House, and it's got where to get those at. apple bobbing and broomsticks, which is the cover picture. Doorknob hanger called Totally Nuts doorknob hanger. Some little Halloween hanger things. Again with the Halloween, I know it's almost October and it's Halloween everything, and sorry, I'm not crazy about Halloween. This little pattern, okay, put a little bit closer so you can see them. And it's the Halloween Spooktacular. Just some little ornaments and hanger things. Pina colada. And a couple other little hanger things. You don't have to hang on, but fall frolicking. This is a boy and a girl. This one is pretty. I might may do this as one of my starts in May next year for the 15 starts in 15 days. This one's really pretty. I don't know about the fabric that they have it on, and I know that these models are stitched as generically as possible. I like the idea that they put it on hand-dye fabric, and it looks like they've kind of turned it into like a canvas type wall hanging, but it's very pretty. I might actually do this as one of my starts in May. It's Pattern Boards is the name of it. Very pretty. See, that's right up my alley. I mean, it's fall, but it's pretty. It's not what you call typical fall stuff. Red Robbie's Birdhouse. People go flying through my neighborhood all the time. Sammy Scarecrow, and he's they've got him. He's kind of as a wall hanging type thing, and he's in 4 different parts. I'm trying not to show the pattern here. And then on the opposite side, trying not to see the pattern on that one either. I'm so glad that I could live in a world where there are Octobers. And got some little felt things there. I think it's felt. Yeah. Yeah. Take some wool felt and make the bottom of the acorns there. Like this is the brown part is cross stitch. Okay. The brown part is cross stitch, but then you take felt right there, and it gives you kind of a little template in the pattern page here. Cute. I don't know if I could attempt that. Probably not. Harding, or anybody is familiar with Harding, or I'm not. So it's Harding, a bookmark duo. Sorry, I need something to drink. Guess what? I drink coffee too. It's mocha coffee with almond joy creamer and some sugar. It's heaven to die for. It's almost cold by now. And since October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, they have a couple of breast cancer things in here. It's called A Journey. It's the breast cancer. There's let's see if I can see this. It's Love, and then Cure in the middle, right there. Faith, and then Hope. Kind of a nice type of mandala looking thing. And they've got it shown where you could do just I think it's a cute idea right here. If you do just this centerpiece right here, to just do that centerpiece as a little hanger or a little ornament of some kind. And then they've got the Cure scissor fob. And then there's another pattern for I'm getting there. And here's like a little bookmark on perforated paper. Hope. And then we have Autumn Greetings. Kind of a little simple little pattern. Something that would do very well on some hand-dyed fabrics. Because there's a lot of space in that one. And we have Basket of Apples. Again with the apples. And I believe that's going to be it. Yep, that is going to be it for that one. I do have a pattern, but like I said, I can't find it anywhere. It's called Viviana. It's kind of not a mandala, but it's kind of a diamond-shaped pattern with the different things going on. I'm gonna try to find that these next couple of weeks. Because I'm thinking about I'm thinking about either doing that in March for the green stitch along, because it's all green and yellows, or as one of my starts in May, because I've only come up with about 4 or 5 starts for May, and I don't want to do a ton of big projects. I want to try to focus on mostly smaller projects in May. So that's, if I don't do it in March, because I do have another pattern, it's kind of an owl pattern, and he has a lot of green in him, so I might do him in March and then start the Viviana in May, but we'll see. I do have a lot more of the I know you guys get tired of hearing the word if that's even a word. I do have a lot more digital patterns, and like I said, I will tag those on at the end of the video so you can see. And the ones that I know right off the bat that are going to be part of a SAL, I will make the notation at the bottom of the picture. What else? Next, I guess I will do my whip progress. Seems like a good place to go. As you know, I've really only been working on the 2 patterns, and that is the Lizzie Kate ABCs of Parenting, which is a Christmas gift. I don't want to go into too much detail because my family is kind of starting to find out that I'm doing these videos, so I don't want to go into too much detail about what I'm doing for who anymore. other than Pokemon, because my son already knows I'm doing that one for him. And I've got a couple more that projects that I'm going to be starting here as Christmas gifts. Why I'm torturing myself, I don't even know why, but I'm doing it. I'm doing one for my son for Christmas, one for my daughter for Christmas, and one for our little roommate, my son's friend, who stays with us. I'm doing one for him for Christmas, because if you do one for one, you have to do one for the others too. That's the way kids roll. Sorry. I don't like taking, this is my Pokemon, I don't like taking him off the frame because he's the only thing that I use on the frame. So why leave it? And I apologize in advance. This is the Pokemon progress. Yep, this is it. This so far. It's hours and hours of work, but you can't tell because it's all checkerboard. All this here, it goes across it. Here is checkerboard, and then there's quite a few rows of checkerboard before you start getting to any Pokemon creatures. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on checkerboard for a little while. I hate this pattern makes me realize how much I hate doing checkerboard. And if I ever have to do it again, if I ever have to do any pattern with checkerboard in it, especially this much, it'll be too soon. And then I got my little elephant needle minder. Oh jeez. Which I love. Big pattern, big needle minder. And finally, see, I should already have this stuff pulled up, but I don't. Because I'm always unprepared. That's why. Okay. Okay. I know the last time you saw this, I probably didn't have much done. I don't even remember. I need to start taking pictures of my progress as I do it. This is my progress so far. It looks like a lot. It really does. I am super happy with it. That's supposed to be this over here. There's supposed to be an H there. I'll get around to that. But this, I'm very happy with the progress so far. And of course, got my hydrangea needle minder. I like to stick it between the things, especially when I wrap up my, especially when I wrap it up to put it back in my tote bag. But yeah, fits perfectly. I love this. I really do. It's my favorite. It's probably always going to be my favorite. So that's that. And again, I will say it's on 28 count Lugana in Sprite from Picture This Plus, which I got off of 123 Stitch. And I think I'm gonna do a tag, and let me find that out now. I think there's a tag question somewhere that asks if there's a designer that you weren't crazy about until you saw it stitched or until you did one. And if I was asked that question now, I would say Lizzie Kate, because in doing this for my sister, oop, this gave way too much, sorry. In doing this for my sister, I I like it. I really like it. And I like it so much, in fact, that I have actually already placed the Lizzie Kate lessons for cat people in my cart on 123 Stitch. I think it might be out of stock right now, but I'm not ready to order right now anyway. I'm just going to have to wait until next week if I order it, or maybe later down the line, because I'm not ready to start it right now anyway. It may end up being, I'll probably end up getting it for when my May starts. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to add it to my my list for May. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just going to do a quick look up here. I saved it and I don't know where. Sorry, I'm trying to look at this. I had thought about doing a tag, but I'm not going to bore you guys with me looking for tags. So I will just, I would like to say something though while I'm doing this. I never in my life cared about wanting to watch Doctor Who. And I know several of you are Doctor Who fans. And because of that, I decided several weeks ago that I was going to try to see what this whole Doctor Who thing was about. I'm at the end of season 4, and I know it's David Tennant's last regular episode, so I'm kind of sad, and I'm kind of not wanting to watch it. I think it's End of Days or something like that, part 2, and I don't want to see him go. And just like I didn't want to see Rose go, I know she kind of pops up every once in a while, but sorry. I know she kind of pops up every once in a while, like she did earlier this season, and if I've seen correctly, I think she pops up again, 50th anniversary, maybe. You guys can tell me. Don't tell me. I have a friend that has already watched Doctor Who, and I kind of get into discussions with him about things, and I told him that I think the biggest reason why I didn't want to see David Tennant go was because he was so cute, and he's probably the cutest Doctor of them all. So yeah, and I watched the funny little thing where I think it was some kind of comedy show in the UK, where he was a substitute teacher, or he was a English teacher, and Catherine Tate was the problem student, and they kind of got into it, and she was asking, "Are you a doctor? You know, and is your TARDIS parked outside?" And I thought it was funny, and they started in on that, because obviously that was something that they did during his tenure as the Doctor. And at the very end of it, I was just like, yes, when he pulled out the sonic screwdriver and turned her into a figurine of Rose. Yeah. I didn't do that because he turned her into Rose. I did that because he pulled out the sonic. He spent the whole skit saying he wasn't the Doctor, and he got tired of her mouth, and so he just, like, you know what, he pulled out the sonic screwdriver. It was hilarious. I loved it. And thanks to you guys, I have a David Tennant Doctor Who wallpaper on my laptop now. Thanks, guys. So yeah, now that that rambling is over, dang, I cannot find it. Anyway, we'll do this another day because I don't want to take up you guys' time of sitting here watching me play on the computer. So that's really all that I have as far as what I have to say. So I will just I'll leave it at that and stay tuned for the my digital patterns that I have. Hopefully the printer issue will be resolved next week and I can print out my Dale Jr. pattern and work on it. If I can't work on it before then, because it's very hard for me to work with a digital pattern, especially one that's camouflage and you've got little pieces of color here and then you've got little pieces of color there, and it's just kind of spread out all over. So I would try to get some work done on the Dale Jr. pattern this week if I can. But I won't be posting a video next Monday because I discovered a few weeks ago that there is an LNS. It's about 15 minutes away, but it's in my hometown. And unfortunately, the 2 days of the week that she's closed are the days that I would normally take off from work. I get one day off a week from work, and I would either take, normally I would take a Monday, but I'm no stranger to taking Sundays either. So next week I've decided that I'm going to take Tuesday off so that I can go check it out, and that's actually right after payday, so that would be the perfect time to go. So with that being said, I will be doing a video Monday, but I will be doing a video Tuesday, and don't be surprised if it's later on in the day, so that I can show you guys what I get, if I get anything at the LNS, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I'm excited to see what it's like. I've drove by it numerous times, like a bunch of times. I've drove by it and never even knew it was there, because it's in like a strip mall, like a little strip building of a lot of smaller shops. And I've been to a ballet store a couple years ago that was in that same building, down, not even a couple stores down from it, and because I needed to get like a sequin belt for my Halloween costume, because last several years I've just dressed as a 50s with the big poodle skirt and the striped sweater, which I have, which is just a regular sweater that just happens to be black and white striped. And then I have the sequin, the stretch elastic sequin belt that goes over the top of the skirt waist. Anyway, you probably didn't even need to hear that, but yeah. But when I went to the ballet shop, didn't notice it. Of course, at that time, I wasn't really concerned with stitching, so I doubt I would have even noticed it or not. So next week, I'm going to be going there. I'm going to be doing that on Tuesday, so I will be posting a video Tuesday afternoon, or Tuesday early evening, to show you what I get. So that'll be fun. But yeah, stay tuned for the all the many digital patterns that I got. And until Tuesday, I will see you then. Have a blessed week. Have a great stitchy week. And I will see you guys later. Bye.